Bold and Unique Living with Katrina Loco. I am excited that you guys are joining us today. I'm always excited to give you very, 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 very key information that is vital to your life. I'm always excited to have a guest here that just may have a story just for you. This could be you, it could be somebody you know, it could be your neighbor, but whatever that is, I know that my guest today is going to put you in tears, but also going to heal your soul. So I want you guys to help me welcome Miss Myda Reynolds. Myda, welcome. How are
Thank
you?
How are you? Thank you for the invitation.
Yes, yes. I am so glad you're here. You are a dear friend. We have done Bible study together. We've walked through some pretty rough times together, and I'm just so excited to be reunited with you. It's been some time since we've been together.
It's been like over 2 years.
It has been. So tell me, what have you been up to in those 2 years?
It has been amazing. Even though that we went through troubled times with the pandemic, as far as my family and myself, we have been wonderful. The Lord has provided. We have been blessed in every aspect. I did have the coronavirus, but guess what? Javi did not have it, and my grandkids did not have it. So here I am. I'm very energetic. I'm very happy, and the Lord is doing wonderful things, opening new doors, opportunities. And hey, I am here to share my testimony as a cancer survivor.
Oh wow. And that is so awesome because I remember when I met you, you were going through it. Matter of fact, I was there at the Bible study when you got the call. Let's walk through that moment because God told you something even before that. So share that with the audience what
Yes.
that was.
Before that day of the Bible study, I went to my church and I received a prophecy by one of the elders where the Lord told me that I needed to seek the science because I had an illness that was undetected. Not to worry about it, not to fear that it was very important for me to go through that experience, but that He was going to heal me. So immediately, I never doubted that I was going to be uh, healed. I knew in my heart, once the Holy Spirit told me in prophecy, you are going to be healed, but seek the science. What was I supposed to do? Be obedient. I was obedient. I went to my PCP. I had my annual mammogram. And one day I was in your Bible study. And while I was in your Bible study, I was receiving messages. I didn't say anything. Stay quiet. Uh, we walked each other to the parking lot. You left, everyone left. I went in my car, and when I went in my car, I decided uh, to listen to the voicemail message. In the voicemail message, I was told that some additional testing had to be done, that something was abnormal, and I remember the prophecy. I remember when the Lord told me, seek the science. You have an illness that haven't been detected yet. I was obedient. I did what I needed to do. But I remember His promise. I'm going to heal you. But it's necessary for you to go through this experience because you will be sharing your testimony of faith, and the grace of the Lord is going to heal you. I was kind of, I'm not going to say upset, but I started wondering, okay, not a bone in my body hurts. So what am I supposed to do? Guide me. Please guide me. The minute that I asked the Lord to guide me, guess what happened? A sharp pain on my right breast. And I'm like, okay, He's guiding me. I had the mammogram, like I stated before. I know that I needed to have additional testing done, including a biopsy. I had additional testing done. I had a biopsy. But I always used to cry to the Lord, beg Him, please, I will do whatever I need to do, but no chemo, no radiation, but I will submit myself to whatever procedure I have to, but I'm begging you, Lord, no chemo and no radiation. Why? Because both of my parents were diagnosed with cancer the same exact day. My mother had breast cancer. My father had prostate cancer. My mother had chemotherapy and radiation. And the chemotherapy and radiation, it was horrible. It did her more harm than good. And I recall my mother's tears when she used to tell me, I don't want any more chemo. I don't want any more radiation. So I told the Lord, okay, I'll do whatever I need to do. No chemo and no radiation. So when I went back to the results, yes, I had cancer. It was a stage 0. I had no idea what stage 0 meant, but I had cancer. Immediately, I was given options. I had a meeting with my immediate family, and I told my family, guess what? I'm healed already. I'm healed.
Man.
But I'm going to go through the process that I need to go through because my vanity is not going to stand in the way.
Wow. And
My-
with that being said, we're going to go to a commercial break because I don't want our audience to miss this. Guys, go get your coffee, your tea, grab your kids from the room somewhere. But you need to hear this, so we'll be back in just a moment.
Insurance is like, well, insurance. You hope you don't need it, but if and when disaster strikes, you will be happy to have it on hand. Whether for everyday medical expenses or emergencies, you want to be sure you have the right coverage. Enter U.S. Health Group. With flexible choices and options, our health coverage will keep you ready for anything. We offer solutions through our insurance companies which can't be found anywhere else. Our 3,000 plus agents will help you pick the best plan to best meet your needs, including medical, dental, vision, accident, and life insurance coverage. Our agents can assist you online, over the phone, or in person to make selecting coverage as easy as possible. If you'd like to know more, here's how it works. Our insurance companies offer you the ability to buy more coverage if and when you need it. This means you can pay for less coverage under your base plan and feel safe and secure knowing you have the right coverage for any significant medical needs you may have later. With U.S. Health Group, you have options, like upgrading your coverage even at the time of a claim. That's right, more coverage when you choose it. In other words, why pay for coverage before you need it? We are proud to offer you fair rates and no surprises. You can lock in your rate for 15 months at no extra cost. With more than 15 million served, enter U.S. Health Group, helping you with flexible choices and options. Contact us today and get a free quote.
Hi guys, welcome back to Bold and Unique Living with Katrina Loco. For you guys that are just now joining us, I want you guys to help me welcome Miss Myda Reynolds. She has been telling her testimony about her cancer journey. So just sit back and enjoy what she has to tell you today. Before we left and went to break, you were talking about that you had called a meeting with your family.
Yes.
So let's get back to that.
Yes, I called a meeting with my family, and I explained to them the situation. They supported me 100%. The decision that I made it was to have a full mastectomy. I was not going to allow my vanity to stand in the way of my faith, because I already knew that I was healed. I just needed to go through the process because the Lord had a plan. He wanted me to share my testimony, and I wasn't going to stand in the way of the Lord. I was going to be obedient, I was going to be prudent, and I was going to just allow Him to guide me. I had my surgery. Before my surgery, I had a genetic testing. And my doctor asked me if I wanted to wait for the results, and I told absolutely not. I am healed. And I'm just going to have the generic test done because it's part of the process. But my surgery is not going to depend on the results of that generic testing. My mother had died of breast cancer. My father had died of prostate cancer. My grandmother had died of lung cancer. My sister had breast cancer. So the doctor just knew that the test was going to come back positive. But guess what, guys? For God, there's nothing impossible. I had my surgery, and after maybe a month after my surgery, the results came back negative.
Ooh, thank you, Papa. Oh, Papa.
Negative. It was an amazing experience. I was in pain, but it wasn't what I was expecting. I was happy. I used to wake up every morning, and I used to ask my daughter, "Where's my makeup case? I need to put on makeup." And I felt like a queen because I had a tremendous support group. I have family from New York City. I have family from Miami. They came to help me. Back then, my husband now, he was my fiance. And I'm like, let me see if this man really loves me. When I told him that I have breast cancer, he told me, "Dear, it's not your battle, it's our battle." And we have been married for 5 years, and he has been amazing. And let me tell you something, the Lord had a plan. The Lord had a plan because he has opened many doors through my surgery, through my testimony. I was able to establish a nonprofit foundation, United Hearts in Action. United Hearts in Action dedicates to women and the elderly population that have suffered with breast cancer or suffer with breast cancer. But not only that, I have this meeting every month at the City of Allen Senior Recreation Center. I also have a cancer support group in 2 different areas in Dallas. Allen is one, Garland is two, where I have a cancer support group once a month. And also, I was able to write a book. Now, in the book, it will be another story because in the book, it tells about how I survived 3 hardships in my life. At this point, this program right now, I'm discussing my cancer survival. But maybe in the future,
Yes.
we can go and discuss the other 2 hardships in my life. I'm very happy. I'm very energetic. And what I do now is just travel. Everywhere I travel, I am able to share my story. I went to Washington, D.C., I went to New York City. One of my cousin's daughter became ill with cancer. And
Oh, wow.
immediately, my sister and I, we were there. We were there and we gave her a lot of support. And God has a hidden agenda. And anyone that I meet that has cancer or has cancer, he gives me the opportunity to pray for them.
Yes.
To pray for them. And I'm not going to say that it's me because I am no one, but I'm his daughter.
Yes.
I'm obedient. And I could say that most of those people that I have prayed for today, they're cancer free.
Yes. Woo, thank you, Papa. Thank you, Papa. Well, let's talk about your United Hearts in Action. I have been to one of your pink events before COVID,
Yes.
and it was really nice. And the gifts you gave away to the individuals, and I seen people's faces there lit up. My mom actually was here visiting, so she was able to attend one of your events. And she
Yes.
always asked, "Does the lady still have her events?" And I was like, "Yes, Mom, she does." So she'll be excited to see you on the talk show. So United Hearts in Action, tell us a little bit about United Hearts in Action. Where did the name come from? Where did you get the name from?
To be sincere to you, United Hearts in Action the name was given to me by the Lord.
And we're going to talk about that when we come back.
Most people don't plan their financial future because it's complicated. There's so much out there, and I'm here to help you be able to navigate through that and find out exactly what's going to fit right for you. Hi, my name is Sarah Markopoulos. I'm an agent with New York Life, and I office out of Frisco, Texas. When I was a little girl, my father was a life insurance agent out of our hometown where I was born. He was a servant of the people, and I wanted to be that myself and give that to others. I knew New York Life would be the one that could help me do that. It's my clients. Each and every single one of them are different. So I help them not only enjoy the fruits of their labor, but also they'll be able to be secure in their financial future. Because either way, a choice will be made for you. Whether you make one for yourself independently or life makes that choice for you. At the end of the day, you'll know you'll be okay. I came to New York Life because I love New York Life. I know what New York Life can provide for you, and I want to be able to be the one to bring that to you.
Guys, welcome back to Bold and Unique Living with Katrina Loco. I am glad that you decided to go get your coffee and tea and continue on with Myda and I. Just sit back, relax, and always remember that you are bold and unique. She's telling her story. Some of you have similar stories. Some of you may be even going through that right now as we speak. If you are, her information is on the screen. Reach out to her, even if you're in another state, another country. Reach out to her. She is just more than welcome to give you what God has given her. And so right now we're going to talk about her organization that she founded. It's called United Hearts in Action. So Myda, tell us about United Hearts in Action.
United Hearts in Action was created in May of 2012 in the city of Miami. I used to live in Miami, and I always had a passion for senior citizens. I used to volunteer. I always did a lot of community work in the community, in my surroundings community. And I used to go to different nursing homes and volunteer my time. And I had a little group of ladies, and I used to go after church on Sundays, and I used to take in goodies, cookies, lipsticks, accessories. And one day, one of my girlfriend's mother said to me, "Why don't you start a nonprofit foundation?" And I said, "Oh no, this is my baby. This is something private, and I don't want to share it with anyone." She goes, "But you might as well do it because you're coming here every week. You are so involved with the senior citizens. Why don't you start it?" And I'm like, "Well, I have to pray about it. I pray about everything that I do. I take it to my Father's first." So that night, I had a revelation. I had a revelation where the Lord told me, it was like maybe 4 o'clock in the morning, get up, take a pen and a piece of paper, and follow my instructions. And that revelation, that dream, that vision, he gave me the name of United Hearts in Action. And he told me, it's not going to be about your heart. It's going to be about hearts all around that are going to unite for a call of action. And I was like, okay, what are you trying to tell me? And I'm like, but what am I going to do? And I'm like, okay, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to go around and I'm going to spread random acts of kindness within the elderly population. Immediately, I created the foundation. I did a launching party. And I'm like, okay, what am I going to do? I went to a senior living facility, and I asked the director if I was able to come once a month and provide entertainment. And she told me, well, you know what? They want entertainment, they want to dance, they want food, and they want prizes. Can you provide that? And I'm like, oh, sure, why not? I can do it all. Back then, I used to be a volunteer with Dress for Success. It's a nonprofit foundation in Miami. And they gave me a date to start my first event. She goes, they're very depressed. They need to come out of their apartments and they don't want to know anything else about their physical condition. They want to laugh. They want to dance.
Yes.
They want prizes. I'm like, okay. My first event, I only have $40. And I said to myself, how am I going to do it with $40? But for God, it's nothing impossible. When you really have a passion, God opens doors.
Yes.
And with $40, I was able to buy a special for $50. Cake, pastry, soda, water. The CEO, Dress for Success, I made her aware of what I was doing. She donated a gift. I had someone, a DJ that came and played. So guess what? Once a month, I used to go and just have a party.
And that's
Just
all
have
they
a party.
want.
That's all they wanted it. I used to go once a month. They wanted me to go twice a month. And I told them, no, I can't. I can only come once a month. But it was amazing because by the second month, I already had sponsors.
Wow.
I already had Care Plus
Oh.
that sponsor the food, Dress for Success, any type of gift, any type of prize they will sponsor. So once a month we will have a big party. The first event there was only like maybe 50 residents.
Mhm.
In my last event, all 150 residents participated. The mental health in that facility improved by 70%. Why? Because they were lonely,
Mhm.
they were depressed, they refused to come out of their apartment and socialize, so they started socializing. A month ahead of time, they would get their outfits together
Oh wow, that's
for that
exciting.
day. As a matter of fact, Katrina, I was able to have a fashion show.
Wow.
I was able to have a fashion show, and my models were ladies between 65 and 85 years old.
And that just made their day.
Dress for
Oh.
Success donated 25 outfits.
Wow.
And one of my friends from Miami, she was an anchor woman with one of the TV stations in Miami. She was able to cover the event.
Wow.
That's success.
That is.
When you can make someone smile, when you can make a difference in someone's life. That's
Mental health issue.
mental
Yeah.
health, that was success. And the director always used to tell me, don't think that what you do here goes unnoticed. I have to write a report. I have to write a report that goes to Tallahassee.
Wow.
From the food to the prices, I have to compile a report. And it's not just you coming here, United Hearts and Acting is coming here, bringing cakes and cookies and no, there's it's
Wow.
more to that. It's mental health.
And we're gonna get back to that in just a minute.
Insurance is like, well, insurance. You hope you don't need it, but if and when disaster strikes, you will be happy to have it on hand. Whether for everyday medical expenses or emergencies, you want to be sure you have the right coverage. Enter U.S. Health Group. With flexible choices and options, our health coverage will keep you ready for anything. We offer solutions through our insurance companies which can't be found anywhere else. Our 3,000 plus agents will help you pick the best plan to best meet your needs, including medical, dental, vision, accident, and life insurance coverage. Our agents can assist you online, over the phone, or in person to make selecting coverage as easy as possible. If you'd like to know more, here's how it works. Our insurance companies offer you the ability to buy more coverage if and when you need it. This means you can pay for less coverage under your base plan and feel safe and secure knowing you have the right coverage for any significant medical needs you may have later. With U.S. Health Group, you have options, like upgrading your coverage even at the time of a claim. That's right, more coverage when you choose it. In other words, why pay for coverage before you need it? We are proud to offer you fair rates and no surprises. You can lock in your rate for 15 months at no extra cost. With more than 15 million served, enter U.S. Health Group, helping you with flexible choices and options. Contact us today and get a free quote.
Well, guys, welcome back. We're almost at the end of the show, and every time we're at the end of the show, I just want to keep it more because there's always so much more. But before she leaves, I want you guys to know that she's written a book. She's in the book with 8 other powerful women, and the name of the book is Women Who Inspire Greatness. So where can they find this book at? On Amazon?
Yes.
So go out on Amazon, get that, and you can read Myda's story. It's not the entire story because this woman has a lot. So if you want to know that, you need to get connected with her. But go and get this book at Amazon so you can begin to read it, and then reach out to her and let her know that you read the book and got it. So Myda, let me ask you something. You said elderly. Why the elderly? It could have been the younger, it could have been the children, but why the elderly?
Katrina, at the age of 5 years old, I asked my parents for my grandparents, and they said, "Oh, they passed away." At 5 years old, I had no idea what the word died, they went to heaven, passed away. All I knew that I didn't have grandparents. And at that time, at 5 years, I decided at 5 years old that my destiny was not going to control me. I was going to control my destiny. And at 5 years old, I decided that I was going to be my own CEO of my life. And I said, okay, I don't have grandparents. Look at my neighbors. Look at all the senior citizens living around me. Why am I going to be sad? Why am I going to be depressed? This is 5 years old now.
Wow, yes.
I'm like, no. So I adopted all the little ladies in my neighborhood, and they were my best friend. I didn't want to play with kids of my own age.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of going outside and playing ball, I was in Cuba. At that time, I didn't have any toys. I didn't have a doll. So what I used to do after school, I used to visit my neighbors and just talk to them, drink coffee with them. And at 5 years old, I created that passion for senior citizens. And that's why when United Hearts in Action was created in the city of Miami 2012, that's what brought me to create the foundation with senior citizens.
So let me ask you this, moving forward, what has this afforded you? Getting that time back, doing what you love, really doing that, and being the CEO of your own time and your own life, how has that opened up doors for you, and how does that look?
Katrina, it has been amazing. Last week, I was able to have lunch with 2 of my daughters. I was able to have lunch with my sister. I was able to have lunch with my cousin Yolanda. She's my assistant in everything that I do. I was able to have my monthly cancer support group meeting. At the end of the week, I said, oh my God, that's why I said that I'm the CEO of my life, because all I do is commit myself to the Lord, be obedient. And every morning I start with a prayer, with a cup of Cuban coffee, my agenda, and my Bible, and He guides me. And I hear all these people that they say, I don't have time for this, I don't have time for that. Oh, and guess what? I work.
Yes.
I don't have a full-time job, but I have a part-time job. And I'm like, how is it possible? How is it possible? I attended to maybe 6 or 7 events last week. And at the end of the week, I was like, how is it possible? You know why it's possible? Because I'm the CEO of my life. Because when I wake up, I decide what type of day I'm going to have. And when I wake up, I said, I'm going to have an amazing day. I'm going to have a great day. And the Lord is going to organize my time. When you are obedient to your calling, to your mission, and to your vision, the Lord takes care of you and He handles your schedule.
Yes, He does.
No excuses.
Yes.
I don't have time. You do have time when you give your heart to the Lord and allow Him to guide you.
Yes. Wow, I'm just so always amazed at being here with you, and I'll have to have you back because we have to talk about. You've got so much inside of you, so much more that you can share, and I'm sure that our audience needs to hear that. But guys, I want you to remember that you are fearfully and wonderfully made. That means that you were made with hands that are incapable of making a mistake. So if you thought you was a mistake, guess what? You're not. I want you to rip off every label placed on you by others, especially the ones that you placed on yourself. I want you to stop telling yourself those limiting beliefs and stop telling yourself those lies. I want you to break out of just being the same old, same old. I want you to know that you are bold and unique, and we here at Bold and Unique Living at Katrina Local are here for you. And you know now our friend Myda of United Hearts in Action is just waiting for you to give her a call. So until next time, guys, we love you.
Thank you for your time. Blessings to all.